Howdy guys, welcome. Episode 6 of my megabase. I'm not going to necessarily say guide. I'm not building it from scratch. This is about 350 hours into the game. I've got quite a bit explored. But if you have questions, you're welcome to ask, and I will do my best to give you an answer. One of the big problems I've had has been solar panels. So I'm going to set up an outpost. This solar panel build isn't keeping up, and why not? Let's build an outpost so you can see what goes into that. But first I have to pick a location. It's basically going to be the size of this, so it pretty much can go anywhere. But I've kind of in my head thought, well, if I ever build another copper facility, it's either going to go here or here. Kind of like water. Occasionally, nuclear plants require water, so I mean, the size of the water doesn't matter. But anyways, so this is sort of a bad location for a big build. So maybe this is somewhere in this area would be a good location for some solar panels. So what are we going to need? We're going to need electronic circuits, copper, and steel, if I can remember that right. Yep, that's what we need. Now I'm not going to concern myself a whole lot with ratios, and I'm just going to shove materials at a facility and build them. So that's my approach. Some people get into exactly how much of what goes into it, but you'll see it's going to be pretty efficient. So in this area, well, first, we don't need that quite yet. We need to start assembling the things I need for the facility. So we're going to need a couple rail cars to carry that. And then we're going to need the blueprint. And I call that train 242 factories. It's going to be a 3 input, 1 output train. So I'm going to use my red circuit design. Put that down on the hotbar. And then we can delete this other one. Blueprint, we don't need that right now. So for this build, solar panels will not accept productivity modules. So we're going to definitely have a whole lot less needed on productivity modules. I'm not going to start with speed modules in it. I think 1 outpost will be sufficient to produce all the solar panels I'm going to need. So, minus productivity modules, if I remove modules, I'm still going to want the speed modules, but there's no productivity modules in anything else. If you can see this, the factories are the only thing, the assembly machines are the only thing requiring it. So I suppose I can just ignore the 412 it's saying I need. So I'm not going to disable that. But everything else we're going to need. So we're going to need 400 stack inserters. We'll start putting those in there. 334 speed modules. I always carry 50 on me, so I'll just go with 300. And also I carry 100 of the stack inserters, so I'll only need 300 of those as well in the train. Need about 300 train track just for the loading stations and rail going down either side of the factory. We're going to need a lot more than that for the stacker and some track in and out of the area. So I'll stick all 400 of that in there and one more for 500. And then the bots will give me another 500. That should be good. And then 250 of the provider chests and 169 of the requester chests. I carry 45 of each of those on me, so just slightly more of the provider chest. I can handcraft some if I needed it, but this will do it for me. Keep inserting the stack inserters, keep inserting the speed modules, and as the bots fill me up, I can put these things back in. So what did we need? 300 stack inserters. You can hover your mouse over the car, but if you hover your mouse over a locomotive, it gives you the contents of the entire train. So I've got the 300 stack inserters I need. Keep inserting modules. Just need one more stack of that. The speed modules. And a whole lot more provider chests. Let's see if I can, where are these coming from? Let's be a little more proactive on that. So I need 200 and some, so that's what I got. And 150 of the requester chests. That will be good, because like I said, I carry 40 on me. Beacons, a whole ton of beacons. I carry 28 on me all the time, so I need 140. That is 112. That should be 140. Exactly. All right. Power poles. Need to put 150 of those in the train. That cart's full, so let's start another one. And I already got 100, so I just need one more stack. No, yes. 150 plus what I carry on me. Also need 103 level 3 assemblers. That'll be good. 28 roboports. I always carry 10. So that will be good. And pretty much good with everything else. Oh yes, we definitely need some logistic robots. I like to set up with 1,000. And not quite, that's 950. One more stack. Alright, so we got the robots. Seems like we got everything we need. Probably make what I don't have. Oh, I might grab another stack or two. Oh, what I'm also going to need is I'm going to need 3 trains for my 3 inputs. Maybe even 4, because it really takes a ton of solar panels to make a, or not, green circuits to make a solar panel. So maybe 2 green circuit trains and probably 1 of each of copper and plate, steel plate. So I'm going to need 4 trains. So 5, 10, and 15. Plus the 5 I always carry, it's 20, that's good. Same with cargo wagons. So that's good. I don't need to pick up the fuel because once I start the outpost fuel train to that location, it'll just bring the fuel I need. So we should be good. Double check. 240 provider chests, 140 requester chests. That's good. Everything looks pretty good. Alright, now we need to get our location. So, roughly I need to head to S23N and then just stop before I get there. S23N, oops. S23N, there's some spaces in there. Circuit condition. I'm actually gonna, how many stations? 7. Let's grab a few more. I'm gonna set up a waypoint on the way. Set up a waypoint. Where am I setting this up? Here. Maybe a waypoint right here for an S22 south. If my guy goes that way, which it looks like he is, good. Do I have room for that waypoint is the question. There's my blueprint for it. It's all these rail signals. I'm going to clear some of this up here. See it. So I think that should be good. Then I need to name it. Grab that one, paste it to there, and then name it south. And then paste it to the other one. Alright. Now if I want to route trains this direction, it'll be a little easier. Alright, so use a double entrance, or a T, double T. Start just below this rail signal. And more rail signals and stuff in the way. Actually, that would have been fine. There we go. Probably take the stacker around this direction. And the exit here. As a general idea. Whoops. Alright, give myself a general idea of what I want. That's not quite the one I want to duplicate. Yeah, this one's probably good. south. If I'd put this T up here further, it probably would have been okay. Kind of looks like I pretty much duplicated on most of my stuff. We can go with this style here. So, continue the research. Get my stacker. Okay, so we'll do a 180 for one track. And then for the other side of the outpost, somewhere over there. Now we put the outposts. I tend to put the input trains closer because they're going to travel the track more often. It's like I need to clear out more wood. Alright. Start by setting that. We're going to want the train a little closer, so let's do that. I'm going to switch to my build armor. It's slower, definitely slower, but it's got 4 personal fusion reactors compared to 2. Still not really that fast, but it's definitely helpful. And charging. Sometimes you just got to do it manually. Right-clicking on the robots. Alright, let's get supplies here. That should be everything we need. Go roboports. Or robots. Some of the factories still got productivity models because I had 50. But we're going to change this to solar panels and walk it down. Okay, we don't need this. This is only if I'm going to connect two of them together, two outposts, transfer fuel between. Do need more track. Let's take that. And we need our couple stations. Oops. And one more. One of these is for fuel, and one of them's for personal transport. So let's make this solar panels station. And this will be train fuel and load, but first we need to that's fine enough. We're going to need a roboport to connect it to the other. And a couple unloading chests. Oops, wrong location. It's probably in the wrong place. Alright, now we gotta get the signals partially right here. We're going with regular rail signals for the way out. I don't really need all these. There's not going to be that many trains, but alright, and then for the input, signals here, exit, 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 entrance, 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 and really that's not going to help a ton. Actually, that's an exit. That should be good there. Alright, let's get that power. There we go. We need to wire up these. So if enable, disable, if everything is equal to 0, request more fuel. And then we need to rename that. Train fuel load, or unload actually. Train fuel unload. Apply that, and now we should have a train on the way. And she's just leaving. So now when we build our new trains, they will have fuel. Let's grab those logistic bots. And we need to name this solar panel load. Since green circuits is the most used, we'll put that in the middle. Solar panel, green circuits, unload. Solar panel, copper unload. And solar panel steel unload. Alright, and then, let's see here. Kind of been doing this a little differently nowadays. Alright, let's rotate that. This is solar panels plus 0, output solar panels. Then we take the red from the requester chess, pass it along. We need one more arithmetic. We take each plus 0, output solar panels. Probably could just put output each. I always label it. So each plus 0, output solar panels. We take the output of that, put it into the input of that, and requester chess. We were just wiring that up a second ago. Input that there as well, and then output that on the red channel. It's not going to really matter in this case because everything here, we're going to turn that E off, so this will always be green. Yep. Okay, no more circuits to set. Did fuel ever arrive? No. Signals, my train's in the way. Put that there. Should have fixed it, but okay. Let's send the train to solar panel station. Circuit condition, get rid of that one. And my train will just go around and come back, park right here. That way we can send off our other new trains. So let's start with the green circuit, since that one's going to be a couple trains. So GC load inventory full, then solar panel GC unload inventory empty. Good, let's copy that and then send the train off. We're going to have to use another loading station since we don't have that much fuel on hand yet. Paste that and send that train off. Okay, so we need a steel and a copper train. Steel. Steel. Did I name it just steel? Yep. Steel load. Factorio full. And then solar panel steel. Unload. Factorio empty. Send that out. And one more train. And looks like another fuel train has arrived. Alright. One last train, copper. Copper load. Inventory full. And solar panel copper unload. Inventory empty. Alright. Turns out I need one more train. Kinda messed that up. But I probably can hand make what I need. Got 4 locomotives. And there we go. 4 train cars. Because we actually need a train for the solar panels themselves. So we'll set that up here at a station. Alright, so this is solar panel load. Inventory full. We can set that to automatic, but I don't have its unload station yet, so we need to go build that. Kind of waiting for some of these trains to come back. Even more fuel's arriving. We just created 5 new trains. So that's a lot of fuel needed at 3 per locomotive. And nuclear fuel only stacks 1 high. Oh, I don't have all this track connected, so let's signals there. This would have been a mistake. Yep, it's fixed. And that is probably not needed. It's only ever going to be 1 train going around there. Likely. Here comes the steel train. I'm surprised the circuit train didn't come back first. There's the copper train. What's going on up here at circuits? Whoa. Is this backed up? Yes, it is. Some reason this circuit train got stuck here. Not quite sure why. And this train got stuck. Right, well this is 1641. Maybe there's still problems. They fixed the problem from yesterday where all the trains were crashing. But I mean, this is ignoring the signal. This should be red. Can't quite tell its color, but it's right up against this train. Actually, it's showing yellow. I see a little yellow in there. So maybe circuits aren't working. Anyways, do I say it's... Yeah, look at this. Alright, everything's bugged out. Wow. Well, do I really want to fix that on stream? I don't really want to build that out, rebuild that outpost. But there are a lot of stuck trains now. So I'm going to save the game. Gosh. What to do, because I think they changed the file type. I'll save that as a new number. See if I can load that up in 1639. Otherwise, kind of going to have to rebuild this outpost. Kind of do it as a giant blueprint. See if I can do that. So this is the green circuit, or no, solar panel assembly. Solar panels. Keep the station names. Alright, drop that in my blue book, or blueprint. Alright, save the game. Again. I'm going to quit out. So you don't get a black screen. Exit. See if I can load up 1639. And just continue on. I was reading the forums and it had said that there were problems, but when I checked it out initially, it didn't seem like there was. Apparently there are major problems still. It's unfortunate. Totally unfortunate, because I might have just lost... How long have we been streaming so far? 40 minutes. Might have just lost 40 minutes worth of work. Play, load game. Nope, can't be loaded because it's higher than the current version. Crud, just lost all that work. Well, not necessarily. Blueprint might work. Oh, I suppose swap you back in. Alright, well, we're going to need all those parts again. See if I got my blueprint at least. Please tell me I got my blueprint. We're going to have to do that twice. I don't see it. Solar panel. Should be a solar panel and an assembler. That is a shame. They're supposed to be sharing blueprint files. I'm going to try quitting out and chase it down. Go to my Factorio folders. Alright, blueprint storage.dat. Let's see if that works. Try to use symbolic links where possible, or hard links, so that if I change in one game folder, it's updated in all the game folders. Nope. Alright, blueprint storage loading failed because it's of a different game version. Yep, no more blueprints, so we can't do that. Quit. Exit. Oh, I had saved that file to my desktop before doing that, so we have to reconstruct all that. It's kind of sad. Alright, we're going to have to kind of go through that whole setup again. Hate having to redo things. Alright, so what did we... first I need to get the blueprint. Here. Delete that one again. Everything's going to be again. I have 300 of those. How many speed modules did I need? 300. Beacons 140. Got a couple more over there. Okay, 140. Kind of doing some of these in different orders, but that's okay. Three hundred. 250. 150. Oh, I didn't need that many robo ports. Oh, right. Need a bunch of track. Got some more stations, need some trains. 1, 2, 3 of those. Actually, I needed 4, didn't I? Since I had to hand make some. Some stations. Alright, so how are we doing here? 163 power poles, I'm good there. 103 assemblers, I'm good there. 300 speed modules, 140 beacons, 300 inserters, 240 some provider chests, 140 requester chests. That's good, good. Well, looks like we can go again. Oh, I almost forget. Because robots aren't on the list here, sometimes I run off without them. Alright, 1,000 of those. So, what was it? S2, S2, 3 north. Well, I apologize for giving the new patch file or a new update a chance, because we're having to repeat all this. That's the disadvantage of playing the alpha version. Sometimes it is broken. Looks like my trains are all working. And here we are again at this spot. Clear out some trees. See if he remembers that. Yeah, I'm not sure. And that one. That. Oops. That would be for a left-hand drive track, which we're not doing. This could have been a little more in the center. Alrighty. And then I gotta rename those. South. Alrighty. Continue on. I'll just rebuild it boringly just like before. Yeah, I think this was about where it was. Continuing on, just grab a little more track. Wrap that around. Put this out like before. And slap down this blueprint. I forgot I'm going to clear all those trees. Could kind of put it in place, but and then just let it remove whatever trees is needed. But when you've got all those trains coming through there, you don't want to be trying to walk through there and then a train pushes you aside and you walk underneath the wheels of a train. That would be bad. Good. Erase those before they're put down. Bring the train around. gonna switch power suits. These guys aren't charging very fast. Pick up some supplies. Drop some wood off. Change these to solar panels. It's really funny, right-clicking on robots charges them up. It's a nice little mechanic if you don't actually have power. Do it on track. Let's take the rest of that. Alright, I think that's done. Those productivity modules going out is because the blueprint required them, even though solar panels can't use them. So the robots try to put them in there and then come back and go, oops, can't do it. So until then, they're blinking blue. You can manually right-click them off that blueness, but it's just kind of easier to let the robots go do that for you. Alright, I think I can switch back to the other more faster. Set up signals, exit, exit, exit. We're not going to put as many this time. Don't really require them. Really don't even need these, but so I don't have to come back later. If I add a train. But it's this exit row where there's 3 input trains and the 1 exit train. Don't want that. As trains come in, you don't want them stalling on the track. exit, 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 exit. Whoops. I'm putting these on the wrong side. Let's exit. Let's exit. These are entrance. Dude. Here. Good. Let's do this one back here. Good. Pick this up. All right. Rewire this. So this, pick solar panels and output solar panels. So it can match with the chess. And I actually need one more of those. We're going to do each plus 0. Output 1. This is station 1 in case I ever made a station 2. So you can see these are all station 1s. And then this for multiple stations, but it's okay to leave it, I suppose. So this inputs to that. Red cable also. Okay, and then we need to output red to the power poles. And set it to, don't really need, I think we just set that off. Actually, 1, you don't really want it off. Then it'll be division by 0. I'm sure the Factorio handles that. I've never seen it have a problem anyways. Alright. Power, and then we can do trains. Actually, we need our side stations. Yeah, let's give it a little more room than that. fuel outposts. So I'll do some more research. Wire this up. Each enable train, everything equals 0. Set the train station. Train fuel unload. And we should now have a train on the way as long as you can get there. And then we're making this solar panel station. This is really short. It's okay when this train's short, but suppose I can take the robots out of there and put them in place. Okay, and then we take those trains. Then we can send you to solar panel station. And then once the fuel gets out here, we can start anyways. Hopefully these green circuit trains don't have a problem. Oh, I didn't set station names. So, solar panel. Oh, we'll just need that steel like that then. Solar panel steel. Load. Solar panel, green circuit. Unload. And solar panel, copper. Unload. Alright, so this is green circuit, load, inventory full, and solar panel green circuit unload, inventory empty. Copy that and then send them off. And create another train. Paste that, send it off. And the steel train, steel, load, inventory full. Solar panel steel unload, inventory empty. Go. And copper train. Copper, load, inventory full. Solar panel copper unload, inventory empty. Go. And one last train, the actual solar panels. Seems like I'm missing something. I got a whole lot more train parts on me. Yeah. Oh well. Alright, so do I need this solar panel load yet? Nope. Solar panel load. Did I disable this E yet? Nope. Alright. Solar panel, load, inventory full, so you get automatic. Even though you have no fuel, you're not going to start rumbling yet. Okay, that should be all that. Why aren't you coming through? Oh, red signals here and here. This was on the same block, because without those signals. I like to stick around for more little oversights like that. Tend to find something at a new outpost that kind of screwed up. Those rail signals look good. We can roam around a little bit. There's some stations needing cleaning up around here. All those miners consume power if you don't pick them up from time to time. Belts don't consume anything though. It's just maybe my OCD wants to clean that up. Doesn't really need to. I don't need the... Where you see red belts, this was an old outpost. And you can see I had, what, like 6 inputs. This must have been pretty big. Station at one point. Iron ore 40, and I'm close to 80 now, and outposts for iron ore. And there was one over here that kind of need a little cleanup. It's not one of our trains. Where are my trains? Please tell me these things aren't stuck. No, things are moving. Green circuits though, average 22K. Come on, I thought this was over 100 the last time I looked. Huh. Adding 2 more green circuit trains shouldn't have made that big a difference. Got a couple trains waiting. Blue chips 50K, that's good to see. Red chips, how are they doing? Average 165K, so that's good. Times 3, it's over. That's close to 500K. Some reason green circuits is tanked. Not quite sure. There's no iron trains backed up. There's one copper train backed up. Iron outpost there's 300K. Iron outpost here, average 136K. And average at copper's 5K. Ugh. That's poor. trains are sort of slow to move out. Yeah, I've been debating a while on expanding copper, doing another outpost or two. Seems like copper might be the bottleneck right now. Well, we have received some steel. We've got 16K steel and 56K green circuits. Here's a copper train. These will start assembling. Oh, I know why they're not. I didn't tell these requester chests to actually take the stuff. So we need to paste that there. So when deciding which ones to paste from, you want to right click one in the middle where the beacons are hitting them full. And then solar panels stack, I think in stacks of 50. So they're going to be like an ore train, only be able to take 8K. Oh, and I didn't set these. These are red chips. So that's 166. I'll just do 170 solar panels. Because it's 2K per train, divide that by 12 chests around it. Is 2K, or slightly over it at 170 instead of 166.6. Since I only really want enough in these chests to fill one train full, that way if I set it to like 2,000, there'd be a chest with like 2,000 and a chest with like 10, and maybe a whole car waiting to load up, and these other ones continuing to fill up to 2,000, and this train not getting, or this car maybe not getting anything. So just enough to fill up a one train car once. As you can see, it's loading pretty quickly. Manufacturing pretty quickly, much faster than my previous build off the main bus. Alright, well, we need to go set up the unload station. Kind of keep that up near the top, because like I said, I tend to run back to an outpost I just built once or twice because something is broken that I didn't anticipate. So solar panels is there, but really I need them over here. Maybe right here. It's kind of central to the satellite facility and my new solar panel building station. How are we doing on yellows? Seem to be doing okay. Yeah, 43K on hand now. Yeah, those have caught up fairly nicely. Solar panels. Alright, so we'll just copy this build here. Or maybe this one here. Not quite. I kind of prefer these ones, except for the loading stations are on the wrong side, but that's okay. Probably only ever going to want one output. Maybe two. Let's go with one of these. Clear those. This is like a mechanical 4-lane balancer. It's pretty sweet. We need that at least that far apart if we want to share the same track. Actually, can't do that. Just gonna need to do chain signals there. So we could do that. Doesn't hurt either way. Alright, so solar panel unload. And then go to our solar panel train. It's almost got 8K already. Solar panel unload, inventory empty. Okay, great. Just kind of shy on green circuits, which we already knew about, and copper, which we already knew about. Bet we can plan for some of this. Let's take one belt up to satellites. And then we're going to put some requester chests or provider chests for this other one. Let's do that. It's off to the side so we can use those other ones if we want to. Alright, we should be good. How's this doing? Still loading up, still at 6K. Yeah, let's send it. Make sure pathing all that works, which it seems to be. Oh, let's set this at 2 stacks. Mostly I want it for satellites. Here comes our train. Hey Stacks, sorry I didn't see you chat. I get so tunnel visioned. I hope you're still in the game listening. Thought I'd made this chat channel thing to play a sound when somebody chats. Just having fun with megabase. This game just goes on and on and on. Never ending cycle. Just look at all those rockets taking off. You know, they got solar panels up the wazoo for the satellite manufacturer. It's not having problems keeping up. Well, guys, thanks for stacking. Tongue doesn't say what I want it to do. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, that's going to be a little loud. I don't know about you, but I actually love the sound of the rocket taking off. I always crank my volume up to max. I just think it's awesome sound. Yep, solar panels, or satellites definitely caught up. Each of these have 2 in them now, which is good. Such a cool effect. I just kind of wish like robots and stuff weren't sitting on top of them as they flew up into the air. More rockets taking off. A little late to get there for that sound effect. You gotta be standing near it. If you're standing near it and you run away, it doesn't matter. It's right when it keys up to play. It's like that one. I can run away. I'll still hear it as if I was standing right next to it. Yep, space science is going to catch up now. Well, until at least copper green circuits, which are short right now, cause problems. Yeah, look at that, green circuits. Oh my goodness. My custom build's not helping, is it? Are they flowing? Marginally. I don't know why this is so minimal. Definitely some being used in module assembly, but it's still backed up fairly well on level 3 speed beacons and productivity modules. Well, I just didn't use a whole ton of productivity modules in that last outpost. So we might slow down on trains, rocket control units, if green circuits is low. A ton of green circuits goes into rocket control units with being speed modules and blue chips. Right now it's not a problem. Have 31,000 or so on hand. It's quite a bit since a train can only carry 2K. Not even that much. Oh, green chips. Still only 27K. got to be the copper. It's the issue. No copper here. No copper here. Do have copper, but then no iron. Station's at 3. Yeah, it's above average, so it's not going to get an iron train until a train stops in to pick that up. And it's not going to do that because the minimum is set at 33K. So until these other stations sort of catch up. Why did... Oh, station 1 just must have just got that train. That's going to be near full, yeah. Ugh, look at all these trains waiting. That's bad news. I need more copper. Copper ore. Could use a little bit more. Yarm's not really saying I need more copper. I mean, no copper's running out. Oops, can't read that now. Go for the black. Copper station 34. Let's check that out. Yeah, it's fairly low, but still at 61%. It's not horrible. And at 34,000 times 8. Yeah. Math is breaking my head right now, but that's about 250,000 still on hand. I suppose I could still prepare for that guy. What is my latest copper station? Is there one nearby that it can use? $57 southeast or $58 northwest. $57 southeast 2, it said, right? That's this one here. How's this doing? It's pretty jammed up. Only got one train coming to it. Maybe. It doesn't have a stacker though, so not a big fan of that. It's only 1.8 million. I probably ought to tap something else. Okay, so where's that station? That station is here. Hate going after ones that are combined with something else. Let's go down the line to that thing. East 1 for east. I don't know how much that will help right now. The train doesn't seem to be having a big problem filling up, but it will soon. Oops, passing my station. E1 for east. See how copper load 3 is doing. It's way over here. It's still, say struggling, maybe not be the right word. It's not empty, but doing okay, I suppose. Actually, stop. Hopefully I can go back without running into a train. There's a train coming. Where's he going to? Alright. Yeah, let's make a right turn. Go. Oops, train coming. Because this is where that other train's coming from. And he's not going to be able to make a turn in the direction of a new station. Without a little help. Doesn't really need this, but my train does. Still a one-way track, so still be able to go that direction, right? Yep. That big outpost, we're gonna set this up right here, or the exit right here. Let's go up. Something like that. Rip up all these trees. Put in the station. It's 2.5 million. I suppose I'll still use a simple load. Do left to right. Like tap that one up above. power, which we fortunately have right next door. I need to add that patch to yarn. And we need to add this guy as a copper ore patch. That's east 1 for east. As your base grows, you kind of want to put directions on your stations so you can find them. Otherwise you have to get in your train and tell it to go somewhere. So once you start getting so many stations or outposts, it's hard to remember where they're all at. Yarm helps, because you can click on an eye and it'll focus in on it. But you have to label the yarm with the name of the patch. It just would say West 1024, it wouldn't have your 40 number. So in this case I have that set as copper ore 40. So in this case I didn't put a C on there, I wasn't doing that. Because actually in Yarm it does say copper ore, so you don't really need it. I just started to do that as a way of doing it. Alright, so this train here is going to send to that new spot, which is, what did we label that? Where's my guy? 59. 59. Inventory full, and then the previous one put a wait condition of 30 seconds. And that should be good. Now I got a new one here. Copper ore 40, which we were just looking at. I mean, it's 7 hours of playtime until it empties out. Did yesterday open up this whole new area that kind of needs some track through it so we can get at this ore a little easier. We could go after that. Could supply a couple trains with that. Not quite overlapping. But we're probably going to want the station. We're going to do the iron. We're going to need it over here. Copper station over here in the middle. But we're going to need some more supplies, so let's do that. Go back to base. We still got 450 track, but doesn't hurt. Go get supplies, even though the base is huge. You know? Alright, why are we waiting? A train coming out. In fact, the train we just ordered to go to our new location. This used to be fairly busy. I had another station here, and I think another one up here. Yeah, one was stone. Stone was over here somewhere. This was another copper. They do get mined out. Sometimes seems like they never will, but they do. Even with a bonus of over 700%. Now, while we're here, let's check out rockets. Yeah, it's definitely catching up. 19-20K-ish. Oh, let's grab a few extra belts. Don't think I'll need extra miners, but it wouldn't hurt to have them. And where am I going? Down to southeast 1, 2 west. Let's hit up that empty first. Not the empty I was wanting it to go to, but this works. I was going to redo this entire intersection once it's emptied, and it's done. Yeah. Oh, we got power poles. I don't want to disconnect any power. It would be good if I didn't do that, but this is alright for the moment. This radar might need some power. But this intersection's ready to be replaced with the proper one. Yeah, let's just pull that all up. Should be good. Need to get my train out of there first. Oh, still need to hook this up. Don't. Alright, so where's that radar need to go? Can it be right here? Yes, I don't need that there. Waypoint. Couldn't hurt to have one. This has no power. Right. What station is this? South 3 2S. It's almost identical to one of these. Let's do that. Yeah, this should be 4, not 2. Because to match, actually no, that should be 3. Yeah, 3. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, it looks so much better. Gonna want more than one train to that. Let's use a T intersection. I need those. Don't need that. Could use that. Or is it gonna cry? It's crying, so we can't use it. Alright. So, whoops. something like this. With at least a 4-lane balancer coming to feed this. So we'll do that. A stacker, or is one long track going to be enough? Probably one long track's enough. I need to back that up a little bit. Alright, so put a chain signal there, rail signal there. Yeah, probably not going to need that. Just one will be fine. It's the ones coming in that we'll need some if we have more than 2 trains. Alrighty. Let's put my big boy in. Alrighty. And a 4-lane stacker. I mean, stacker balancer. This part's going to be a little tricky. Not going to be able to use that one. These are okay. Move that up a little bit. Alright. Good. Okay, let's see something. Nope, that will... It's not going to help. Alright, so that would be there, and that would be there. We have to grab some over. closest power is right here. Take that power, bring it down here. Double check that I'm not bringing any iron in. All looks good. Add that patched arm. Then name this station. I think it's 60 something, right? Copper ore 60. 60. Southeast 1, 2, 2, west. I don't really need these anymore. I could probably rip this whole thing up except where there's radars on them. Heck, I could have sworn I just left power poles. Toot. Was radar in here somewhere? Probably can do that. Oh, I see what's going on. That's everything. That's not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to have power poles in it. It's only supposed to take the lasers. Probably don't need all these power poles so close to each other though. really need to be an angle when I finally get some track down in here. Could probably connect more directly. Alright, so this train is way over here. Doesn't hurt to send it all the way down here, but how's it doing on storage? 19%. Yeah, it's definitely not going to keep up. In fact, it's coming in right now. Oh, it's already got a second station. Alright then. I don't need to worry about you yet. Let's just add a new train. Double check the copper. Yeah, probably couldn't hurt to have another one. And fuel. One in the front, one in the back. There's copper ore 60. 60, copper ore full. Copper ore unload. Inventory empty. Automatic. It's already full. Good job. Oh, what did I do? I meant to send it. Instead, what am I doing? Add Doom back in there. Inventory, circuit. Go. Simply adding one more ore train should tip the balance. Sometimes it takes two. Find yourself adding like 6 because you know it seems like it's not catching up, but then suddenly you'll have a ton of trains just sitting around in the stacker. Iron seems to be kind of the same way right now. There's no iron trains coming in. Could be some of the ore spots where you have more than one train going to, suddenly not needed to have multiple trains there. Let's look around. Well, this is south. It's the northern stacker. So like this one here, yeah, there's 2 trains sitting idle here. Because this patch was 9 million to start with. Now it's 1 million. 1 million can really only feed 1 train. 2 trains maybe, but 3, no. 4, I think there's maybe even 4 coming here. Yeah. Definitely too many. So, thinking of calling it a night, but I could probably set up another outpost. These northern fields are starting to run dry. Gonna probably need to claim this area up here soon, but there's a couple big patches here. Don't quite need to do it yet. So if I want to do these, that 1 million patch is kind of far away to belt it all the way over here. Probably do one station here. Could capture those at a later point. It's only going to be one of those trains. If I go after something like this, I could probably definitely take 2 or 3 of them. Like this one here, supplying 3 trains. It's only 1 million as well. So yeah, let's tap one of these bigger ones. Where do we need to go? Northwest 2, 4 south. How am I on miners? 50, let's grab a little more. Belt, we seem to be okay. Grab a little more. Should be good on the rest. Don't need all these lasers. Northwest 2, 4 south. Northwest 2, 4 south. Circumcision. Go. Some big patches over here. So I'm not going to add another waypoint right there, but used to be I put rail signals really far apart. One whole train length. Turns out that wasn't ideal. I mean, for not used areas of the track, sure, but it really meant a train couldn't enter a section until the whole length of the train had gotten out of it, of the previous train. And if you had more signals, it means the train behind can start accelerating sooner. It's all kind of a learning experience. So I could set this up on the opposite side of this patch. Stacker. How shall we do that? Have to do a really long one. What's the stacker going to look like here? Something like this. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. So we'll use an entrance. Doesn't really matter which direction. They're all probably going to go one direction anyways. This direction towards the iron smelter over there. So we can just use an angled one. Oops, horizontal one. Whoops. Actually, after I put this in here, this is not going to be an exit. It's only going to be an entrance. We don't want it angled right there. Because we're going to want the station. I want the station something like this. We're out of stations. That's right, we'll make us few. And then we're going to want the stacker. That. Whoa, I miscalculated that. Yeah, definitely miscalculated that. station. Whoops. Click. There's a tree in the way. We're going to want kind of like 8 inputs, so it flows really nicely. Instead of doing this vertical where I could probably have gotten away with less incoming lines. Something here. If I put a space in here, I can do this with, yeah. No. Actually, we're going to need space for this guy down here. Which actually makes this a little more efficient. Space here. Then that should be good. Check that I don't need one closer. Alright. So how many is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's our 8-lane balancer. Four spaces. Coming from, that's 3 lanes up there. It's going to be yeah, I'll have enough belt for this. Actually, Let's patch the arm. For radar on this, just barely be inside radar range. Let's see here. Name this. Iron ore 76. 76. Northwest 2 for east. Alright. How are you doing? Let's add this train. 76. Northwest 2 for east. Inventory full. Send this guy to unload. So this guy gets in position, we'll delete a station and I'll come back. How's this one? Do the same thing here, 76. Full. And we'll do the same thing with this one. 76. Full. Okay, let's kick you out of there. Delete that station and do the same for this train. Delete. That's 3 trains coming to this new spot. And my train's in the way. We could probably leave. Assuming I didn't screw anything up. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks for joining. Hope Hope you enjoy the video. Have a good day. Or night, whichever it may be for you.